Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Babanu Hiri Mensa Ogun. I put out some videos addressing the Shem Hamparesh Oracle deck that you know that Joel Benjamin and I put out. It was an idea that I had introduced to him. He had asked about some things that I work with, and I introduced it to him, and he said let's go ahead and do it. We had spoke about the Shem Hamparash, the 72 angels and stuff like that, and it was never brought across to me that other cards were going to be added to the deck. That is critical. We never discussed that. I've tried to speak to him about it, but the thing is, it's important to let people know. As soon as I realized that that card was in there, to be used, which meant it was a 73 card Oracle deck now, no longer a 72 card Oracle deck now. And we did classes. We did a class on it. We did, a lot of readings for people, using that Oracle system, and it never included that that 73rd card. So having people out there with 73 cards and doing readings, it now throws an extra variable in there, which I would prefer really not to, especially in the beginning of using it and really going over it and fleshing it out, and what to do in that case. you know it's it's an interesting situation because it really shows lack of communication between two people that are working together, and then there isn't a whole lot of information out there. I say once again, it's a tree of life card, and the Shemham for us, they open the ways to different spheres on the tree of life via astrology. So when we did readings for people, there were times that astrological correspondences were shown. It's important to know the astrological correspondences, and which sphere that corresponds to. So I'm really, really hoping to get that clarified and letting people know. If you want to know how to use the oracle effectively for readings, you can contact me. My number is 347-274-9647. That is my cell phone number now. I know that people were contacting me via my cell phone. Well, this is the new number, 347-274-9647. My email address is still the same. If it's been well over a year since we've been introduced to people. People have bought the decks, and I don't like people to buy things and then have it sit on a shelf and them not use it. You're spending your money. You should really get to use that tool. And there are, I've shown people about singing to the deity for the invocation. But I know that a lot of people, if you're doing readings consistently, different angels are going to come up, and you need to either use that or the other techniques. So people ask me a lot about prayers, how to pray, and these type of things. This is really for people who Don't do offerings, and for people who don't have the amulet, because all you have is a card. There are things like, if you do a reading on something, and you're supposed to get 3 cards, period. um you know you have the reason why that I said nobody's doing it that way is because this is the first one where the sigils are on the cards. He found somebody else that did a 72 deck, and it just had pictures of an angel or whatnot. Without the sigil, it makes a big difference. The sigil has a power, but you have to now draw the sigil for a reason. So the way that you're going to use the sigil to make contact with the deity, and this is without doing offerings, even without doing prayers. But yes, you should do prayers for what you want from the deity of the card. And it is critical that you draw the sigil using the card. It has the image on it. Then it's also critical that you study the sigil and get an understanding, because in some of those sigils it's really clear what the angel is doing. For instance, there's one sigil where the angels are lifting weights. So you get that card, and you have to look at the correspondences, also seeing what the angel governs and stuff like that. And I have information on that. But if you get a card where the angels are lifting weights, then you need to know that yes, you need to exercise, you need to look at your health. So, once again, my number is 347-274-9647. Yes, you can contact Joe Benjamin to, get the cards, and to buy the cards. You can also contact me to also, get the cards and buy the cards. But if you really want to have good experience, and beneficial experience with the deck, give me a call. Peace and blessings. Or send me an email.